I think there's more people today than there was yesterday. Sometimes doing a 4-day con and stuff. So who's the voice of Mario? Who's the guy that's doing the voice of Mario?
Charles.
Because I'm supposed to be doing a show with him, so I might have to do like a little Instagram video. Still trying to think of what I should do. Like maybe get a Green Ranger with Mario, jump him or something. Still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. First of all, guys, welcome. Are you having a good time here at Wizard World?
Yeah.
If you guys don't get it, if you're not following, I'm sure y'all follow me. But I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of people in line the other day that were like, I don't follow you on Instagram and Facebook, and I don't know, like maybe they're just not do that. I know. Who has an Instagram account?
Right here. Everybody.
Who doesn't have an Instagram account? More and more. But how come we don't have an Instagram?
You liked my photo on Instagram like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like it, man. But who does not have it? Why don't you have one? I want to know. How come?
Well, you gotta put me on the spotlight.
Is it just something that you just used to Facebook or something like that? Or?
Yeah.
Dumb enough just caving into making them MySpace and Facebook. I don't know, I'm not big into social media.
Yeah. Don't make
Nor do I like that.
That's already gone on the spot. MySpace don't even exist anymore.
I can still pull up mine. That's the funny thing.
If even that.
Come on, thank you
Maybe
guys.
in 2 years.
Who's got you got the White Ranger shirt on? I see. Who else? What other shirts we got? Those I mean the con shirts that they're selling. You guys got a lot of.
We bought them and wear them.
You bought them and didn't wear them. All right. They haven't been washed. I know how that is. I'm the same way. Anyway, you guys have welcome, guys. Trying to think what else. I'm sure you guys, if you guys follow me, you all know the reality show I got going on, right? Be flying into LA to get that to Con TV Tuesday. I'll be flying to make a meeting with Cinedigm and them, so we're going to let that go on that network, which Con TV is going to be a really good, well, it's Con TV. If you guys like cons, you're going to love what they have on the programming. Cool, con-oriented programming stuff. Got that going on. July's right around the corner. Going to be filming the Green Ranger Beatdown. With Bat and the Sun, same makers of White Ranger versus Scorpion Beatdown.
All right.
That's Saban approved, which we got, we got the blessings from Saban, which is always a big thing for us. Saban's promoting the My Morphin Live show. I'm in contact with them about trying to create something. Still want that Green Ranger series. The reboot, nobody knows now what's going on with it. It's a reboot. So there's no writers or directors yet to it, but when they do it, hopefully it'll be something they're going to have to do it because everyone's going to compare it. That's the only thing when you're doing reboots, like you compare. Like I don't really care about like 21 Jump Street or anything like that. I mean I do, but like Jenna don't know, so she thinks that's the new movies. She doesn't know 21 Jump Street, but everyone knows Power Rangers. So that's going to be the tricky part about doing some kind of reboot. So let's hope it's good and all that. If I do get my own series, the Green Ranger series, I'm gonna, make sure I bring people in that want to be part of the franchise still. I can bring characters back. It's the only way, my show's gonna be the only way to bring these older people back that everyone's asking for. There's just no way. The reboot is never gonna happen. They want young people, they want to reboot it. Power Rangers history don't exist, so if I can do my show like the Green Ranger show, I'm able to bring some of the Rangers back through this little porthole. That's what I'm trying to do. Because if that doesn't work, then there's gonna be no Power Rangers coming back. That's just the way it is. I mean, from day one going to Megaforce was really like all these questions like, can you fit in spandex? Do you have tattoos? Honestly, like, what's the percentage of gray hair do you have? It was bad. Where I'm not even lying. They even talk about teeth and everything. I was like, how old would you like really like make me feel like super old? But I answer every question.
You don't look it.
Questions, I figure if they don't know about my tattoos now, then they'll yeah, they got to. Back when I first Power Rangers started, I was doing tour and fighting and all that stuff. I'm not too sure the brand accepted that look I had. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't too sure that it was all tatted up. I think they were kind of like, he's kind of into the dark side, like. But then they started working with me, and looking past the tattoos and all that because they realize the fans that I have are so dedicated, and you know I hit different markets, the MMA market for a while, but I just do what I love to do. That's it. So if I didn't like to do it, I wouldn't care. I'm like the boss. I can be like, I don't want to go today, and that's the dangerous part is when you're your own boss. The hardest thing to do is stay disciplined. You know, because you can bring people and hire people, and that's like my schools. I'll still try to go out there and teach because I really like to teach. You know, speaking of teaching, we've got a quick Saturday class today at 1:30. That's going to be like just a quick introduction, a little, you know, a couple kicks here and there, and learn some of the basic martial arts moves. Not just for kids though, it's adults. I mean, I teach ages 4 on up. So if you want to come just participate, I think you did a kata, right? Special kata you're going to show us, right?
I got it updated.
Yeah, updated kata with all the rangers.
All 5 rangers.
Yeah, all 5 rangers. You guys have any questions and stuff that you guys have, or you guys want to ask?
What's really kept you coming back to being a Power Ranger?
What's kept me coming back?
Yeah, you disappeared after Turbo, came back in Dino Thunder, you're coming back for Mega Force, and apparently for Dino Charge as well?
No, not Dino Charge.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just I can't, like I tell everybody, I can't handle another color. You know. If I'm going to do it, I want to do Green Ranger series.
Okay.
If I had to pick between, if I had to do this and that, it's not really, I'm passionate about it. I mean, I obviously went back to the Mega Force, everyone else got invited, and it's not about money, so obviously I'm on it. So it's, you know, no said. If you're not doing something, it's got to be one reason, financial. I don't care what you say. There's nothing else you're doing. You're not doing it, and it's financial reason. But for me, I never looked at it that way. So when they wrote the script, I was like, I got you, man. Don't worry. I'll do whatever, you know. And so, but nothing. I mean, I think I'm supporting it always like I have been, and I don't think nothing's preventing me. I think it's the obstacles now. We got Lionsgate involved, so anything that we need to do, like we want to do a Green Ranger series, it needs to be approved by them because it's their own now, and they got to protect their labels and make sure everything's clean. Like Superpower Beatdown, they're involved, but they just don't want to make sure there's no blood, swearing, cussing. But that's not. I don't do that anyway. So that's why they want my reality shows because they like it. It's clean for kids. It's, you know, I don't overstep the boundaries and stuff like that. So, you know, so nothing really prevents me. I mean, I'm here for them, but I just want to make sure I make the right decisions if there's a decision to make. I'll do anything they want. If they wanted me to do that, yeah. I mean, I'll add another color on my belt. I don't want people to think like, oh man, you know, you got to just let this Green Ranger thing go. It's been 20 years. Like, I'm a superhero. I don't care what anyone thinks. Like, I can buy, you know, I have schools. It's not like, you know, that I'm like trying to hold on to this last thing I got. Like when I do an in-costume photo op, that's because you're going to see me 4 months down the road in an in-costume photo op. If you're doing an in-costume photo op and your face hasn't been seen on television for the last 10 years, that's not me. That's not what I want to do. Because I want that last, you know, with the kids to be like, oh, I saw you on Super Mega Force, or like I update my posts regularly. I update my pictures regularly. You know, you do age, you do change, but when you update constantly, you can kind of slide that by people. Because if you don't see someone in 8 years and you're looking at an old photo, what you used to look like 20 years ago, and the first thing you do is, oh God, hey, he looks so different, does he? He looks so, but you've got to update your stuff. That's just how I feel, you know. So I always update and keep you all included in my life and stuff like that. And that's when it comes to fitness, you don't get motivated until you see results. Once you feel any kind of result, you get motivated. If you work out and feel nothing and see nothing, then you know it's going to be distracting. But so if you can feel results and see results, then you're motivated. You know what I mean?
What was it like coming back for Dino Thunder and having your own team, like finally, and like kind of leading them?
I like going back to Dino Thunder because I was, you know, in Dino Thunder, everybody knew who the actor was. Jason Frank, Tommy, wow, he's coming, he's acting, you know. And it was like when I started the show, it was like nobody knew what Power Rangers was, nobody, you know. But then going back was like, I honestly was like going back as a legend 10 years ago in Dino Thunder. Like these guys were like, wow, so happy to work with you. I'm like, hey, no problem, no problem. Let me show you how to do it. Let me show you how to work. It was definitely fun going back. Yes.
Who's the most fun time you've ever had on set?
Oh man, it's a lot of work. Just with my brother, hanging out with my brother and playing around with him. You know, it's funny because I think a lot of people, television, and you know, build perceptions. So you see some of these actors that you look and you read all their stuff and you think they're this, but then when you meet them, they're not nothing what you thought they were, because that's the different kind of life they're leading. So like I think everyone thinks on Power Rangers like, oh hey, ready, go, yeah, let's fight. It wasn't like that. It was 16 hours hard work. People were grouchy. People were like, you know, get on your mark. And regardless if it's like, well, you got an easy job and I do this, it's like my job. What I do out there on the weekends, you can't say it's easy. I'm draining my energy. I'm moving. I'm talking. You can work at wherever you work and be like it's so acting is draining sometimes. But the funnest part I had is when my brother worked, because I didn't really care on it. We just had fun. Like the breaks, snowboard, offset, got lost, got in trouble. Yeah. It's funny. But you gotta understand, like, you're putting 20 personalities together. Let's all put you all in one room right now and live you there for 6 years and work 16-hour days, get 1 day off, and let's just all be happy, go lucky, and just play Mario and Power Rangers for the next years. People probably get on your nerves, you know what I mean? But other than that, though, I mean, I like Dave. We got along. I actually hung out with Dave. Amy, no, Dave hung out with Amy a lot, but I hung out with Dave a lot, like after sets, and like we were friends, like we eat, you know, there's certain people you enjoy that we around, some people you're just friends with, and some people you just want to work with, you know, so we all got those relationships, but it's fun. We're acting for me, it's fun. Doing these things, for me, it's fun. Like cons, you know, that's my life. So,
You know, they got the offer from that news or not for them to do it.
I don't know about Zordon, man. That's like, first of all, no one's gonna take you seriously with Zordon. I can't, like Ranger. That's not even. Maybe a mentor, but like to ask if I'm gonna be like a white crackhead floating head. If it was like a mentor, like a karate group or something like that, but like whoever wanted to look at Power Rangers would be like, well, I really want to be Zordon, like stuck in a bubble, no hands, no hands. But like as a mentor, but I'll probably wouldn't, man. To be honest with you. I mean, Tommy's way too popular right now to be put him in a bubble. It's like, you know, I can fit in spandex still, I can kick butt. Wait till you see what I did with with Aaron in the Superpower Beatdown. You should see this new film I did. I mean, when you guys see that, it's probably, oh my god, it's the sickest fight scenes I've ever seen. So, when I get a little older and I can't do much, stick me in the bubble. But until then,
Any update on the Green Ranger movie?
no update yet. Just trying to, you know, like I was saying earlier, just trying to push through and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's okay.
How did you feel about, when you were the Green Ranger, how did you feel about playing the bad guy?
Playing the bad guy was fun for me. I like being evil.
A good evil laugh.
It's easy to be evil. Yes.
How did you feel when they brought you back as the Green Ranger the second time instead of doing Cybertron?
It was just, you know, I mean, I wanted to do Cybertron and, you know, have like my own series, not just for my own series, but, I wanted to work by myself that wasn't so bitter. I was tired of working on set and hearing everyone complain about this and complain about, that's why everyone was being casted. It's just the bitterness atmosphere. I like to work in a positive atmosphere. So I was very excited to get on the show. I was like, thank God, everyone here is so happy. And then I went back to Power Rangers. And it was good because when the second cast came, like, they brought this energy that it was just so refreshing to see. I can't wait to be a Ranger. This is going to be awesome versus what I've been witnessing and experiencing. And now I see that on tour. It's frustrating. People whenever like, what's beef? There's no beef. It's just, yeah, you know, I'm there with people that's been with the brand. You got to support the brand from day one. Don't try to jump on the brand when you're making money and then see money. It's not what I'm about. I've been doing this from day one, and I'll continue to do it until, you know, fun runs out. But we're gonna have to, Francis, we're gonna have to do like, I know we're taking pictures and getting everything because but we're gonna do some questions. I'll do like 6 questions. And then we still talk and we still answer because we're never going to get through it. And whoever's after me is going to be so angry at me. We're not rushing. I just got to sign, take pictures, and all that stuff. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Whoever, I forgot.
Is this thing between you and CM Punk ever going to happen?
You know what, man?
I'm
Like,
a huge wrestling fan. I would love to see that.
he never answered me back. to the point where we're just gonna have to pick someone else because it's just annoying. Like he says he would, I got everything lined up, and then you don't get back to me. You know, yeah. You know. He's upstairs. You seen it coming here today?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
No, I'm not seeing that.
I know that
You were number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that you live in Texas, and I actually went to Austin, Texas, in September, and I really liked it. Do you like being in Texas than being in California?
I mean, Texas weather stinks. But I like skydiving out there. I can skydive like anytime I want because the weather's good. But it is hot. Like just, you know, like my wife got to comb her hair. She steps outside. I mean, I like California. I'm born and raised in California. Lived there 30 years of my life. I mean, it's where all my industry is, where the acting is. But I think, you know, God put me in Texas for reasons, obviously, and I think everything happens for reasons. But to be honest, I left Hollywood because I wanted to leave Hollywood. There's too many fake people in Hollywood. There's just too many fake people. I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. You got, in your life, let's think about it in your life, the people you have. If you ever had that one cocky person that thinks they're this and that, take that and times that by 1 million and put them in a category, and now you're working with the dude thinking, you know, I can't handle the Hollywood. You know, I want to be treated like who I am for what I am. Like, sometimes I'll walk around the con floor, they don't know who I am, they'll treat me like, you can't touch that, you can't touch that. It's like, but if you knew who I was, you'd probably want me to Instagram it. You'd probably want me to take a picture, and then you're like, oh, that's your Green Ranger, man. No, it's okay. I'm like, no, it's okay. You already treated me that first way. Like, if I was just a customer, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to treat me different. And the weirdest thing for me is when I was on TV, everybody wanted to give me free stuff. Like, I was thinking, give this guy free TV, because he needs it more than I need it, but everybody wants to give me free this and free that, and I never, like, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but there's other people that need it versus someone like me if they have it, you know? So I try to treat people how they treat, and Aaron was like that with Bat the Sun. I didn't know who he was, and we just got along, and I said, sure, man, I'll do the White Ranger beat down. You know, thinking he's got a little YouTube channel, you know, well, I'll help you, buddy. And then look, and he's got like 5 million hits, and he made the White Ranger, you know, I mean, it's just a lot. So sometimes you just gotta treat people how you are, but I left Hollywood. I was just tired of the people in it, fake people. We have fake people everywhere. Let's just get down to real people. I met so many actors back there, like John. What's his last name? Bernthal. Great guy. Straight up. Like, if you don't like you, he'll tell you don't like you. And I really appreciate that aspect of him, you know. And he's stood up to some really big celebrities that, you know, wouldn't shake his hands and stuff, and he put his foot down and thought what he wanted to say. And a lot of people don't do that. Everyone don't want to get kicked off tour, and you know, but I guess he treats people how they want to be treated. So Hollywood for me, but I do miss California. I mean, I do miss it. You know, it's where all the movies are. I'm going there Tuesday, like I said, for the reality show. So, all right, we have the question for next.
How do you feel when someone tells you that you changed their life and you're a role model and motivational speaker?
That feels excellent. Like to be told I'm a hero and to motivate you is like the biggest, best thing. And then you got the guy behind you. You'd be like, well, do you ever regret what you did? You ever hated that you're stereotyped? I'm like, no, dude, just move. Next, you know. But it feels good to be a hero. I mean, you know, who can say they're really heroes to many and to continue to be a hero? I could say I used to be a hero, or you could say here's your hero that fell off the path. This is what you know me here. Look at this boxer, all these boxers that are like the boxing Hall of Fame. My buddy went and met all those heroes, and they're all drunks, washed up. You know, they are, man. Like, he was disappointed. Like, I was like, who's that? And he's like, oh, he's this and he's that. I don't want to be the fallen hero. I want to be the hero that continues to be the hero until the day that I die. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. We all have our downfalls. But other than that, you know, as long as you're truthful with people, you know, like on Instagram, you get what you get. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, if I have something to say, I probably will, but not negative. I'll just don't go these those people. Take it from positive. You know? What's the other? Yeah.
Do you have any plans to return like pro MMA or do like that skydiving MMA?
Dude, it's kind of been it's the fakest thing I've ever seen. I told all that's about the worst thing they ever posted. Like all my buddies, like the skydiving MMA thing. Like, okay, that sounds like. First of all, let's act like we're all big MMA guys, and then let's hit each other in the head. But let's forget we have full face headgear on. Oh, okay. Then you're dealing with air. That's like saying this. Let's full contact under the pool. What's going on? They're like, you know, you gotta pull your parachute by 4,000 feet, you know, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's just a hype thing, man. That's like, don't even exist. It's like, people are actually trying it now. People are trying like in the tunnels and stuff like that. It's like swimming in the pool. You can't knock someone out like that. Yeah. Who had the question? Were you going to order? Yeah.
Out of all the Rangers, who do you still talk to?
Dave, talked to him, Johnny Bosch, Jason Bach, I got close because we did the Maiden War. Blake down there, I talked to him. Blake's a grown guy now, so different. Yeah. We knew him as a kid. You know what I mean? I see him growing up now, and it's weird. He's like, it's me. And when I first met him, I was like, who? He's like, Justin, or whatever. I was like, what? but I know Blake, you know, he's getting in shape now. He does good martial arts. It's like, I think I influenced him a little bit too. But I talked to him, and me and Amy don't talk. Steve, Steve all the time. Walter talked to him a little bit. I know Austin's out there. I haven't got a chance to talk to him at all. Darby. Yeah.
Cool.
Paul used to be closer, but we're not. You know, I guess we all started coming back after so many years of it, you know. Yeah, the other question, yeah. Children might like this, right?
Yeah. Dino Thunder episode with Dr. Rose in a coma. How did it feel fighting all your different Ranger forms?
Short, different sizes. Very odd shapes. Yes.
During Dino Thunder, you were stuck in your Ranger form for a while, and also you were in like the sack. Were you there during that time? Because I know you can kind of hear your voice when you're in the suit. Or were you kind of off doing your MMA stuff?
Yeah, we were filming in, good question, we were filming in New Zealand. I had to get back to my school. And I said, you know, I'll agree to do episodes, man. I can't do 40. There's no way. Like, my karate school was like, you know, like, I got so many schools. I got 1,000 students, and I got 4 schools. And my schools, I do great. I don't do it for money, but my schools take care of me. Anything I want, like, my schools are great. Like, I don't need other jobs. Like, this is my full-time job. So I did. I had to go back to LA. So they're like, what are we going to do? I was like, I don't know, just make me invisible. I don't know. Like, they did. So I went to LA and worked and, you know, we'll supervise my staff. Like, I like to show my presence. I don't know if you guys do Wizard World, but there's a CEO here. His name is John Macaluso, and he comes to all the Wizard World shows. A very busy guy, very successful guy. He's turned the company around. But the only reason is because his presence, his staff meetings, his care and the want for strives to be excellence. Like, everything he wants is to be perfect. And to work for someone like that is super hard. You know, but they're driving force. So it causes pressure, but pressure makes diamonds. So are you going to break under pressure? Or are you going to shine like a diamond? And I tell my guys right now, all my guys are doing so great now financially, but they put through so much pressure. So when you feel like, I can't handle all this pressure, you can. You can be a diamond. If you don't want to be a diamond, then just crack and fall. And not handle the pressure, you know. So to show presence is very important. That's what I did at my school. Show your presence sometimes, you know, and stick with him. Yeah. And then we'll get lined up here and take some photos.
How did you find out about the casting for Power Rangers, and when you did get casted, did you think it was going to be as big as it was?
You know, man, I didn't think about, like, it's kind of weird because, I guess I do things for, like, the moment that I live into it, you know? Like, when I did cons, like, I didn't think, like, well, you know, 2 years from now, I'm going to have this. What I did say to myself is 2 years from now, I want to be on the top. I want to have these fans like all these other guys have. So when I started the show, all I said was, I didn't doubt it, but I didn't put it into my head to say, like, well, 20 years from now, this is where I'm going to be. Because at that time, you don't like to think of, you know, age. You know, like, 10 years from now, you're like, dude, I'll be dead by then. Don't even worry. And so I didn't, you know, I think if you put passion into what you have that day, it would be better than trying to think of what tomorrow is. Because if you're thinking about what tomorrow is, then you're going to lose the passion to put into that day. And then you're going to lose the opportunity. So it's kind of like live for that day. You never know when you're not going to have that day, tomorrow. That's kind of what it was. I just put a lot of work into it. And like I look at now, people want to know, like, what's your magic, man? Like, all these other actors show up and they don't have the lines. They don't have the magic is hard work. It's like, you want to ask what it's like to be fit. That's a lifetime fitness. I'm not doing a crash diet over 6 months. It's like, it's a life thing you have to live. And to be humble and to stay humble is very hard for actors when they're very first start, and it's still harder for a lot of the cast members now. I can see it all coming out. That'll ruin you, man. Money will ruin you, greed will ruin you, thinking you're too bigger than everyone else will ruin you. And I don't speak just for Power Ranger cast, I speak for a lot of actors that I know. And other people that aren't even actors, I look at them and I think, man, why do you even act like that? I don't even act like that, like, you know, I mean, just, you know, so I look at it for that day. Never thought it'd be this huge. I thought Power Rangers was pretty strange. You know, like I saw the costumes, I was like, wow, this is cool. I was the one to take pictures of myself on set, dress in my costume, and, you know, get all pumped up. I was the only one to do all that stuff. I was the one to like steal all the props. I mean, take all. I mean, not everything. San Diego Comic-Con though, I'm gonna be there promoting for Super Mega Force, and they're releasing the 80 pictures of Super Legacy Saga. That's coming out. So they're gonna be releasing all that stuff. Huh?
Just this year from Toys R Us.
You just.
The
Item number.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna have exclusive ones like 24 Karat Gold or some stuff like that. San Diego, like the Morphers. That'd be good. All right. So we're gonna take some pictures and what do we do right now?
Back. So if the back row could stand up and then have your one item and your camera ready, line up on this side and then
Make sure your
we'll go-
camera